Now to our exclusive interview with Susan Boyle. Just a few months ago, she was an anonymous, simple woman who loved taking care of her cat Pebbles and the elderly members of her church. But oh, how quickly things can change.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
Susan Boyle. From anonymity to superstardom. Thanks to the internet and YouTube, Susan Boyle's voice was heard around the world. Within days, her 90-second clip of I Dreamed a Dream had been viewed 20 million times.
Easily the hottest piece of video on the web in the world.
Now Susan Boyle is one of the most recognizable faces in the world.
There is no controversy when it comes to Susan Boyle and her golden voice.
When Susan Boyle took the stage on the popular British talent show, the judges rolled their eyes. The audience laughed at her, but no one was laughing when she began to sing. This unexpected, unlikely star quite simply brought the house down, becoming one of the most recognizable faces in the world.
Somebody very unlikely in the shape of Susan, who by her own admission is, never going to win a beauty pageant. She's not a size 0 stick insect, age 19, singing some sweet pop song. She's a 48-year-old lady from a tiny village in Scotland.
In an instant, the world fell in love with Susan Boyle and her golden voice. I caught up with Susan Boyle in London, where she's been recording her first album.
I'm one of those millions of people that fell in love with you in April when I heard you sing I Dreamed a Dream. You look gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
I'm loving the hair.
That right, okay.
No, but it's a little bit different, right? You've had a little bit of slight little makeover?
Yeah, just a slight one, I brush up quite well.
You do brush up very, very well. The journey you have been on, everybody around the world suddenly saying, who is this Susan Boyle? Are you having a good time?
It's just been unbelievable. It's indescribable. It's a bit like being plucked from obscurity.
Obscurity is right. 3 months ago, Susan Boyle was living with her cat Pebbles and performing in her church. But Susan spent most of her adult life caring for her mother Bridget, who passed away 2 years ago. And you spent a lot of your adult life taking care of Mom.
I did,
being there for her. If she were here now, what do you think she'd say to you?
Susan, keep going.
Keep going?
Keep going, you're doing really well. That's what she'd say.
Why do you think she had so much confidence in you?
I was a little girl.
You were the baby of the family.
Baby, yeah. Well, forget that. It's embarrassing. But I had to get up there and prove to everybody that I could do it. So I applied for Britain's Got Talent, and well, the rest you know.
Yeah, the rest of the world knows, actually. So when you walked out on that stage and the audience responded the way that they did, it was, I guess, a little bit of snickering. Is that fair to say?
Well, never judge a book by the cover.
Susan Boyle has become somewhat of a pop culture phenomenon, with a book deal in the works and multiple movie offers. And now there's even a Susan Boyle doll.
You know how you know when you've really made it? When they have a doll in your likeness. I just so happen to have the Susan Boyle doll. Here, take a look.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful?
For the first time, Susan Boyle describes just how overwhelming being thrust into the spotlight can be.
It felt like a giant demolition ball.
It felt like a demolition ball?
The impact. It was like a demolition ball.
It's been some roller coaster ride for Susan, from the highs of superstardom to the lows of brutal headlines and public outbursts, to talk that she was backing out at the talent show.
She was completely and utterly exhausted. She wasn't having some crack up, as people said. She wasn't boiling over.
It was very hard, but you put on the front. You've got an audience to please. You get on with it. You have to.
The fast track to celebrity and the media frenzy that goes along with it began taking its toll on Susan. She spent 5 days at the Priory Mental Health Clinic, where she was treated for exhaustion. I know there was a little rough spot, a little bit draining, obviously, physically and emotionally. Spent a few days in a clinic. Was that good to get away from
the craziness?
That was seen as necessary at the time. So I just needed a rest, just needed to get away.
I was there the night of the finale. It was very, very exciting. You looked beautiful, but you didn't win. Diversity won that night. It was their night. Was that a difficult experience for you, Susan?
Not difficult, because Diversity is a very good act, a nice bunch of guys.
They are a nice bunch.
And the best people won.
But it wasn't long before Susan was back on track, doing the live tour of Britain's Got Talent, and now, with the help of Simon Cowell, recording her first album due out this fall.
How's the recording going?
I'm not going to give too many secrets away at the moment.
Well, I happen to know that it's not show tunes.
Something of a surprise.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
Tight-lipped about it. Very tight-lipped.
So she wouldn't let me know what's on that album, but...
Do you think she has the capacity to go long-term with this? I mean, because there are going to be ups and downs in this career, and critics are going to jump in and...
I think the initial leap into this has been hard for her, because she did go from obscurity, but she also points out that she's been wanting this and working on this for 20-some years.
Right.
She's recorded before and hasn't been successful. She had a demo tape or whatever with 2 songs, and it never really went anywhere. So this is not like for her, an overnight effort. So
but still, it's a tough business.
It is tough. It is tough. But I think she can. I really do. I have a lot in her.
I'm not trying to make you her shrink or anything like that.
No,
you do enough of that around here.
What's with today? All right. Anyhow, I didn't see, if you know the instability of Susan Boyle, I didn't see that at all. So I think she's going to do great. And you can see more of my interview tonight in Susan Boyle, Daring to Dream, during the special edition of America's Got Talent at 9 p.m., 8 Central Time. And we will have more with Susan Boyle tomorrow and today as